Hello YouTubers, liftoff again. A year ago yesterday, I posted my first video on my Ariens Deluxe 30 2014 model. Mrs. Liftoff thought I was nuts, and I had to agree with her. Little did I know, we're now up to what is, I believe, 16,000 hits. Kind of cracks me up. So I thought I'd give an update, as I left a few things open-ended. First thing that we'll follow up on is the headlight. I complained about that because it'll shine down or shine up in your eyes when you tip the bucket up. Contacted Ariens, talked to customer service, and free of charge they mailed me out this little decal that goes right on top of the headlight. That helped quite a bit. The other thing, I did talk to Ariens, got a new decal for the dash. Sorta. They don't make the auto turn decal that also incorporates the hand warmer icon. So I kind of wanted to keep the auto turn sticker as well, so I just doctored up, and turned out so-so. Did put rubber boots. Somebody on my first video made a comment about the rubber boots. I put those on shortly thereafter. I put this on, so should take care of any moisture going in. Joined a member, or became a member of snowblowerforum.com. What a tremendous resource. Through that, I learned about LED lights. So the other switch I have up here is a two position switch. I believe that allows the regular halogen light all the way forward, gives me my LEDs. In the middle, I have nothing for off. If you're interested in doing that, I would highly recommend going to snowblowerforum.com, becoming a member, and then the general discussion should be a bookmark, converting your blower to LED lights. Follow that step by step. They will teach you how to do it. I've now done it on 3 blowers. My father's is one of them, and it's an amazing upgrade. When we're done here, I'll turn out the lights, shut the door. As you can see, it's a bright sunny day, but you can see the effects of it. The other thing I learned through snowblower.com is armor shoes. I put those on in conjunction with the auto turn. That helped a lot. We'll discuss auto turn here in a few seconds. I did a little more tweaking during the off season to get some more rotation on my chute. So I have now gone as far as I can. Yeah, I need a little oil. But yet don't want to oil it too much so you still get some resistance. Again, inside this box is a worm gear or ring and pinion, I'm not sure the technical name. And I did a little grinding on both the bracket and the plastic worm gear. Be careful not to over grind it. I could see somebody getting carried away with that plastic tab. Once you have it apart, you'll know what I mean, and screwing yourself over. Yeah, you can buy that new plastic worm gear, but you know, if you can take your time and do it right, it'll probably save you 10 bucks, because I'm sure that's what Ariens gets for this. The other thing I learned is a lot of people, myself included, was having an issue with snow puking out the left side of the blower. So I fabricated a baffle. They do make them, but not for the Deluxe 30. I believe it's the Pro series that they make them for, and they tie off 2 extra bolts up here to the top. I'm assuming the Platinum line or the Pro line has more holes than these 3. These 3 are for drift cutters. But I just utilized the 2 holes that were up here. I'm assuming the factory puts them in for weight. Got a hold of Granger. Got a piece of rubber, 6-inch wide. The rubber itself was $5, but I think it cost me $10 to get it shipped out to my house. But it worked pretty good. I've used it so far once this season. We had about 9 inches of wet heavy snow, so it really wasn't puking out the side, but it did. I could see where it would be an advantage. So thanks to snowblowerforum.com, picked up on that. Side note, I don't know how much I'm going to be using the big rig, because I picked up a little Path Pro at the end of the last season. Picked it up for what I think is a pretty good price from my dealer. And I've been using that on my driveway for the Miskey 1 to 2 inch snowfalls, as well as a house across the street that is now foreclosed, and the neighbor lady. Okay, auto turn. Here we go. I'm happy with it. Actually, I'm going to step back. As long as I'm on this side of the machine, changing oil is a bit of a hassle. I've just given up. I take that pin or that little clip on the wheel, take that off, jack up the bottom side of the blower, and drain the oil that way. That way then, as long as I got the wheel off, I can grease it and keep the axle nice and lubed. So changing oil is a bit of a pain, but I have nothing but time, seems like now. Okay, auto turn. Ariens realized they did have a slight problem, so they posted a video on how to align your bucket to your tractor, and you can go research that out. But real quick summary, you loosen up these two bolts. Actually, first you loosen up your skid shoes, drop it all the way down, put your shim underneath the scraper bar, loosen these two bolts on this side and the two bolts on the other side, and somehow you move your handles and it relocks in. You tighten everything down. Also helps, make sure you have the exact same tire pressure in each tire. A couple of people on Snowblower Forum had issues with that. In fact, one person, the factory, had 2 different size tires, and it took the dealer all summer to realize that. I'm assuming everything is back on track there. I've since gotten used to the controls, the on-off switch, the throttle choke. Still a little cumbersome when you got gloves on, especially for the throttle, but yeah, it works. I'm going to close the garage door, turn out the lights, fire it up, show you the LEDs, then call quits to the video. One little sideline or side note I do want to stress: when you go out to buy a blower, whether it's an Ariens or from somebody else, do yourself a favor, go to the dealership. The box stores are great. They offer great financing, and low payments for 8 years or whatever they got. The issue they have is they got $8 an hour people putting these things together, and they don't know what they're doing. Sometimes they even get paid per blower. So they're wrenching these things together really quick. And if you got problems, where do you go? The dealer. First thing the dealer's going to ask you, where did you buy it? They're going to find out that you did not buy it from them. And yes, they will fix it. They contractually are obligated to fix it. However, you will go to the back of the list, because people such as myself that buy and stick with the dealers, they're going to get, I'm going to call it, front of the line privileges. It's just the way it is. So get to know your dealer. I go there for everything, even the oil. Do I have to? No, but I like to keep my name in front of them. My snowblower dealer is also my lawn and garden dealer. Having a 20-year-old tractor, I'm going to need maintenance on that. So I want to keep myself in front of these guys just from a PR standpoint. So that's all I got to say about that. We'll close the door, pop it off, and let's just see what happens with the LEDs. Camera's going to be a little bit shaky. I apologize. I don't have a tripod. Three prime, switch on, choke, away we go. Didn't get quite the effect I wanted. My goofy garage door lights, they're on a switch, but for some reason that switch doesn't always work in the wintertime. Expansion and contraction, I think. Anyway, that summarizes it up a year later. Again, thank you to all those that have assisted, both with your comments below and through snowblowerforum.com. Any other questions, comments, criticisms, leave them below. Thank you.